Yavapai Broadcasting and the City of Cottonwood proudly present Inside Cottonwood, an inside look at the decisions and issues of the City of Cottonwood. Brought to you by Arizona Smile Designers. Here's Cottonwood City Manager Doug Bartosh.
Hello and welcome to Inside Cottonwood. I'm your host, Doug Bartosh. I'm also your city manager. And I'm here with a couple of fine gentlemen today, some of our first responders, firefighter Brandon Wacker and Sergeant Kevin Murray. And they're here to talk about a golf tournament, Heroes Golf Tournament. And and it's a fundraiser. But why don't we start with why you're doing this and who it's going to support? And I don't know, is that your line there, Kevin?
Yeah, I'll take over for that. I was actually approached by another officer in the department, and they were interested in doing something for the community, and more so something that really hasn't been done a whole lot around here, and that's supporting families for fallen firefighters and fallen officers, even them that are just injured. So when he came to me with that, we ran with it, and this is how we got started. So.
Okay, and so who is this going to support?
It's going to support the Arizona 100 Club, and what they're about. It's a nonprofit organization that supports families of fallen firefighters and fallen law enforcement officers with their financial assistance.
And I can probably talk a little bit about the 100 Club because unfortunately, when I was the police chief down in the valley, we actually had an officer killed at a training exercise and used the 100 Club pretty extensively, and the benefit of it is, they're right there to support the family. They have a check to help with expenses until benefits kick in, and as you mentioned, Kevin, it's not just if you're killed in the line of duty, but if you're injured seriously in the line of duty, they're right there to help you. It's a great organization. In fact, I'm a member of it. Although I don't think I've gotten my dues in this year, but I will get them in because I really believe in the organization, and it's been around a long time.
Yes.
A long time. So talk a little bit about the tournament.
The tournament's going to be May 11th. It's a Saturday out at Seven Canyons Golf Course in Sedona. It's going to be a 9 o'clock shotgun start, or is it 8? It might be 8 o'clock. I think it's at 8 o'clock. Shotgun start, registration starts, hour prior, and we're also going to have, at that time, the silent auction viewing. So there will be a silent auction taking place. It's $150 per person, or, for a foursome, $600. The cost includes your entry into the tournament, 18 holes of golf, unlimited range balls prior to tee time, your golf cart, and then lunch as well.
Wow, it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
And Seven Canyons.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I played golf there. I went up there and chased a ball around. I wouldn't call it golf, but that's a beautiful course. And for $150, considering all you get, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what happens to the money? What are you guys doing? Does it all go to the 100 Club?
Yeah, there's a fee we have to pay to the golf course, of course, and then so once that's met, everything after that, 100% of it is going to the 100 Club.
Okay, how about a sneak peek on the silent auction? What are you guys putting out there?
We still have waiting on a couple items, but I did email all the professional sports teams, the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Phoenix Suns, all them. I did get some responses back. I know the Arizona Diamondbacks are sending some items. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to be yet, but so hopefully we'll have a lot of sports memorabilia or sports items and memorabilia and things like that they can. And we're also looking for donations of items and prizes, and because we're going to also have a raffle as well. So.
Okay, well that's great. So this is the first year you've really done this.
Yeah, it's the first year. It's first annual. Hopefully, we'll continue it for years to come. And with that, there may be some bumps in the road with getting this thing set up, and some of us are new to even getting a tournament set up. But so far it's come together great, and we're looking for a good turnout.
So how far is the outreach for this? Are you advertising around the state, or?
Yes, it is statewide. We have a couple guys from the fire department that live in the valley. They sent some flyers down. We'd send them down with them to hand out to other fire departments down, and also fire chief also sent it out to the Arizona State Fire Chiefs Association. So it's going to get out that way, and hopefully we can get some people up from the valley, and which it's a good opportunity for them to come up and play the course. I'm sure a lot of them haven't been on the course.
And so what's, is there a cutoff on the number of people that can participate that day?
Yeah, 72 golfers is the limit. You know, we'll always have cancellations and things like that, so we may take some registrations for, you know, a waiting list, and that way if some people cancel, we can accept more. So.
Okay, well that's great. So I know you've got a big long list of things there. Do you want to kind of hit them piece by piece?
Sure. Just some items we want to talk about was some things that events we're gonna have taking place on the course while you're playing. Some different. There's going to be a long drive contest. They'll be set up for men and women, so separate, because you know a lot of times they do just one and kind of leave some people out. So a closest to the pin for both men and women. Marshmallow drive, which is we purchased large marshmallows, and on one hole after you hit your tee shot, you hit the marshmallow, and whoever hits it the furthest ends up winning. And we're looking to do a couple more events out on the course and stuff, just to make it fun and just get a little more energy out there. So also events that are going to be taking place at the clubhouse prior to and after the tournament. Like I said, mentioned the silent auction is going to be taking place, and you can feel that prior to teeing off. Raffle tickets, you can buy those. We're going to have a raffle, and also a putting contest. So on the putting green there at the clubhouse, we're going to set up a putting contest, and you can buy in. Probably it's going to be about $5 for 2 putts, and you know, all the money will go in, and then you win about half the pot.
So even if you're not part of the competition that day, the tournament itself, you can come up and participate in some event.
Yeah, absolutely. And also some other things that when you're signing in, you can buy a mulligan and kick tickets, which a mulligan is just a free shot. You know, if you hit a bad shot, you can use that. And a kick ticket is you get to kick the ball once. So if you end up in a sand trap or something, you can use your ticket and kick it. And if it goes out, it goes out. If it comes back in, it's yours. It's a loss. So, but so those are some of the items we're going to be doing out there. Some of the things.
That's pretty neat. So, what is your role in this, Kevin?
Well, the officer came to me and asked me if I would participate in helping him get it set up. So I absolutely, you know, I'm all about the community, and especially a state nonprofit organization that helps for our cause. Absolutely, I'll help out. So I got involved, and we put some meetings together. We discussed how we're going to get this thing set up, and you know, my role is basically just helping, you know, with registration, advertisement, and getting this word out there. So hopefully we can get more people to come participate. And right now, we're taking registrations all the way up through April 13th, I believe, is our deadline, so that we can get the money to the golf course that they need, and then, you know, get everything set up. And if you want to register, it's contacting Steve Troutman with the Cottonwood Fire Department. Okay. And his email is stroutman@cottonwoodaz.gov. The phone number also, if you want it, is 634-2741. And sign in for this also that day is 7:30, so we'd ask people to try to get there a little early by 7:30 so we can get everybody registered, and then the events and silent auction can take place at that time.
Okay, we're going to take a break here, but before we go, again, what's the date of the tournament?
May 11th.
May 11th, up at 7 Canyons, and you need to get registered by?
April 13th.
April 13th. So remember those dates. Come back and join us, and we'll learn a little bit more about the tournament and just what's going on in the police and fire department. Welcome back to Inside Cottonwood. I'm your host, Doug Bartosh. And again, I'm here with Sergeant Kevin Murray and firefighter Brandon Wacker. And we're talking about the Heroes Golf Tournament that they're putting on to support the statewide 100 Club. And we were going to talk a little bit about sponsors or sponsorship. I know you've got some sponsors, some people that are helping you out. Who are those?
Well, right now we got the Chamber of Commerce has been very helpful in distributing flyers to businesses and stuff to get it advertised. Office Max has donated all the copies for the colored flyers. They did 500 copies, I believe. Okay. So, and then Laser Light, I believe, is another one that's is going to sponsor. And we're taking as many as we're looking as any kind of sponsorship anybody wants to. We have an option of hole sponsors. You can sponsor a hole for $250 and get your name on a tee box to sponsor that hole. Okay. So, and any kind of donation or sponsorship you want to do, just contact Steve Troutman at the fire department, and he'll set that up for you. We're also looking for donation of prize items. Okay. So. Okay,
great way to support the our local first responders, but also, again, our statewide first responders. Mm-hmm. So you have a lunch. What can you tell us about that?
The lunch is actually, there's 3 different choices of the lunch. And when you register, you actually need to pick a lunch item. And one of the choices is a chicken Caesar wrap. The other one is a cold cut turkey and ham sandwich. And then the third is a Riley wrap. It's a turkey, avocado, lettuce, all wrapped in a flour tortilla. So those are your 3 choices, and when you register, you actually need to pick one of those. And lunch also comes with chips, apple, energy bar, and that kind of thing, if whatever you choose. Okay. So, and a drink as well.
Okay, and that's going to be up at Seven Canyons?
That's correct, at the Seven Canyons, yes.
Okay, okay, that's great. Is anybody coming up from the 100 Club organization?
Yes, we actually did speak to the 100 Club, and they're going to send a representative up the day of the tournament as well to be there. Okay. And hopefully that'll, she can answer any questions.
And the 100 Club also, they've been very helpful as well. Since it's, we're doing it for them, but they've helped to advertise and everything. They've put it on their Facebook page and sent it out to their email contacts and everything too. So.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how much response have you gotten so far?
Currently, we've got, I think, about 10 golfers signed up so far. Okay. We just pretty much started really advertising hard and stuff. Okay. I think the phone calls will start coming in more and more. So I think this last week has been our busiest with registrations or questions and concerns and everything about it.
So, any police fire competition here?
I know I've got a team in it.
Maybe.
So
there might be.
I've got a team registered, and myself will be playing. So I believe the police department's going to have a team as well.
Yeah, we'll definitely have a team, absolutely.
So both of you guys golf. Mm-hmm. Okay. And
I claim to be good. But
handicaps? Do we want to talk handicaps? Or?
I don't know my handicap.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've
keep
ever.
Track. Yeah. I'm not that good.
Okay. Well, that'll be great, and we know that there's always a lot of fun in terms of the competition between police and fire. So I think we've hit all the particulars about this particular event, and again, if you're interested, contact Steve Troutman at the fire department, and he'll get you signed up. This really is a nice opportunity.
Absolutely.
From the standpoint that it's $150, you get lunch, you get a great round of golf, and then you're supporting local public safety.
So. Yeah, actually, failed to mention one sponsor we got was Trophies Unlimited. They're going to donate the trophy to the first place team as well. Right. So, can't leave them out either.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we also, Seven Canyons, they're shutting down the whole course that whole day just for us. So, it was in there, gave us a pretty good deal on it. So, we want to thank them too as well for allowing us the opportunity to play it out there. So
that's fantastic.
If never had the opportunity, it's a great course.
Yeah.
Very challenging, and it's a great course.
Even if you don't know how to play golf like me.
Absolutely.
It's just a beautiful place to go walk around.
Yep.
One thing also to mention is we're looking for volunteers the day of the event. So if anybody wants to come out and just help, just volunteer and help out with the registration or out on the course with some of the events, things like that. just contact the fire department or police department and let us know you're wanting to volunteer, and we'll get you set up.
Okay, so we've got the need for volunteers. We need more people to register. Sponsorship, sponsorship for holes, I guess. Yep. And so it sounds like you guys are off to a good start, though, and hopefully this is going to be really successful, because it sounds like something that would be fun to have each year.
Absolutely, and that's our goal, is try to get it going every year.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
All right, so we talk golf. I guess we've got to, you know, when we talk about competition, we've got to talk about, you know, who's leading in the football game. Are the firefighters still winning that one every year?
Here we are. We're still holding the undefeated trophy, so
That'll change.
Now, I heard there was a little bit of controversy this year in terms of who won and who didn't win. And
yeah, there was a scoreboard keeper, I guess, that left a score off for the fire department, so they got the trophy back. But
for some reason, I believe the Chiefs are running the scoreboard too. So
yeah. that'll come back the police way here soon.
Okay, so have the police won yet?
Not the football game, no.
Okay,
we won the basketball game last year, but not the football game. So.
Yeah, it's tough. They've got. I know the fire department has the guy who plays quarterback. I think he's like a retired pro or something like that. And then I remember trying to cover Brandon at one game, and that was kind of ridiculous for me. So okay, so how about basketball?
Oh, we won the last year's basketball game, and you know, the basketball game is always a great event. You know, we always have a hard time getting people to come out to play, let alone watch. And it was at the high school this last year, and you know, it was a decent turnout, and the police won this year. So we're gonna try to keep it going.
So, and each time you guys do this, I know you support a local charity, and I know some of it has gone to Mingus High. Do you have other charities that you support?
Yeah, usually the Sedona Verde Valley Fire Department charity, they pick a charity for the basketball game every year, and it usually varies. I think they did it for the Burn-In Trauma Foundation one year. Last year, honestly, I can't remember what it was. And for the football game, we do it for the Mingus football program every year. You know, they're always in need of money to send their players to, you know, camps and get travel costs taken care of, and so we'll support that. So every year the football game, that's what that goes for.
And it really is a lot of fun. You know,
absolutely.
I haven't been able to make it out the last couple of times, but the time I played, it was fun until the next day, and then I really hurt. Yeah, it was a good game, and it is a lot of good camaraderie between the police and fire, which is really important because you guys work together on the street all the time and really depend on each other in terms of handling citizen needs out there. Well, let's go ahead and take another break, and then we'll come back and we'll finish up with the golf tournament, and then just talk about what's going on in the police and fire department. Come back and join us.
Having a fire escape plan is very important to keep your family safe and together in the event of a fire. When you awake to the sound of a smoke detector and smoke in your room, don't stand straight up. Carefully roll off your bed and stay low under the smoke. If your door is shut, feel the door with the back of your hand. Slowly open the door if no heat is felt. Always stay low until you get to the outside of your home. Always have 2 ways out of your house and a specified meeting place somewhere outside your home. Home escape plans should be drawn up and rehearsed on a regular basis. This could be the difference between life and death if caught in a fire.
Welcome back to Inside Cottonwood. I'm your host, Doug Bartosh, and we're here with Brandon Wacker and Kevin Murray. Brandon's from the fire department, Kevin's from the police department. And we're talking about the Heroes Golf Tournament, which is May 11th up at Seven Canyons Golf Course up in Sedona. And for information, we're flashing the number on the screen right now, but be a good tournament to get involved with. One of the other things you were talking about is maybe doing a softball tournament sometime.
Yeah, Kevin and I actually talked about it in the past, and we were talking about maybe doing it this year, and then this came up, so we took this and ran with it. But yeah, doing a fire versus police softball game to benefit the softball and baseball teams at Mingus, or some other charities or something. But we thought it'd be fun to put one of those together as well.
You know, the police chief has been pushing for that for a long time, and I think he's trash talking you guys quite a bit about that.
Yeah.
So that may be one where you can actually get him off the bench and come play again.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So that would be fun. Okay, we got probably about 8 minutes here. Let's talk about what's going on in the various the police department and the fire department. And I know you guys work together real closely out there, and certainly there's always a lot of good ribbing and kidding about being a firefighter versus a police officer and the other way around. But what are the things that you guys work together on most often? Probably traffic accidents?
Yeah, I mean, traffic accidents are something always that, usually the fire department will respond and make sure that, the injuries are taken care of. And, obviously our role is to make sure that traffic gets cleared and we don't have any other incidents during that time. So, we work together a lot on that. And sometimes there's always incidents, if somebody maybe, overdosing on alcohol or drugs, the fire department will help us out there as well. So we'll go in and make sure it's safe for the fire department to come in and help them out.
How about from your perspective, Brandon? I mean, you guys, I know a lot of times, anytime there's violence, you guys will usually stand by or stage until the police get there to make sure that it's safe going in.
Yeah.
Those can be kind of hairy situations.
Yeah, and it's, and we do work very well with the police department, and we get along with all the guys. We share the same station and everything, so we see them quite a bit. But yeah, they definitely they help us out on those types of calls, and we would stage down the road because we never know if there's any weapons involved or anything like that. And dispatch is usually pretty limited on information, especially in a situation like that. So yeah, they'll come in and clear the scene for us and make sure it's safe for us to go in and treat whoever's injured or sick or whatever. And
then conversely, I know if you guys have a working fire, the police tend to take care of traffic and stand out on the perimeter of that, and you guys are right in the thick of the fire. So they're both dangerous jobs, but I think working together, you guys definitely complement your ability to handle those things.
Absolutely. It helps, like Brandon said, working in the same station and we're always seeing each other. It always helps, making sure that we have that great working relationship, and I think that we all do.
In the weight room, I know I always run into a lot of firefighters and police officers in the weight room. It's always gratifying to see both groups taking the time to stay fit and stay in shape.
Yeah, the hard part is when the fire department is cooking and you're trying to work out. It's not easy. The kitchen's right there too.
Yeah. So. And they never invite you over for dinner. I don't know what's with that. Huh?
It's rough sometimes.
So one of the other things that I know I'm real proud of, because I actually pushed for this quite a bit, was we have a special weapons team, which a lot of times people don't understand why in a small town like this you have a special weapons team. You want to try and explain that to people?
Well, the threat of violence, if it's to the extent where that team needs to be called, then that's a resource that we have to go to. Having officers just on patrol handle a situation that the potential of violence is high generally isn't the safest thing. Where the special weapons team, we can come in and hopefully take care of that incident safely. it's a great team to have. It's a great team to have, and we obviously service. We're a regional team, so we service the entire Verde Valley, Sedona, Clarkdale, Jerome. Whoever calls us, we'll come and assist in whatever they need.
And I think a lot of times people don't appreciate that. The police departments have been required to get more sophisticated, a greater number or sophistication of their arms that they carry, the weapons they carry, because the bad guys have gotten better and bigger weapons that have greater potential to do harm. And so consequently, I think a lot of times people think, oh, well, you call in a special weapons team, somebody's going to die. I mean, the reality is a special weapons team is really intended to keep everybody safe,
Absolutely.
including the suspect. There's a lot of tools that the team has available that don't involve weapons. I mean, your ability to get communication with a suspect, to negotiate with them and try and talk them out.
Absolutely.
And just a variety of tools that allow you to make sure that everybody's got a greater opportunity to come out of the incident safe. And one of those is that, again, I was a big supporter of, was getting paramedics on the team. Again, not only to support the officers if they were injured at the scene, but to support anybody else who may be injured during the incident as well. And I don't think you're on the team now, but you're familiar with it. And,
and we do have two of our paramedics are on the team as SWAT medics. So, and I think that's another thing about working with each other is, they work very well with each other on the SWAT team as well. So,
and again, I think it's important from the standpoint that you have somebody there that is trained and can enter the location with the SWAT officers and take care of somebody, get them aid as quickly as possible, particularly an officer if they end up getting injured in the process. So it really is a good setup.
Absolutely.
Anything else that you guys are working on together that I know you guys do a lot for the community? The fire department was just out this last weekend supporting, I don't remember the name of the family that lost a young child during the flu season, and you guys were out helping to raise money for that group, and that's always a fantastic addition to the community.
Oh, this community's been very, very supportive of that family since that happened. There's been numerous clubs and organizations that have stepped up and done fundraising and things for the family, and it's been awesome to see the community.
And I understand the child's dad works for the ambulance company?
Yeah, and his mom works in the emergency room at the hospital. So.
Oh, okay. So there's definitely that connection.
Yeah.
So what a tragedy.
It was.
So those kind of things are always nice to see how people pull together, particularly in a small community like this, to kind of take care of those that are in need. So, well, that's about it for today. So again, real quickly, May 11th?
May 11th.
You have until April 13th to sign up. 7 Canyons, $150, includes lunch. Great opportunity to go have a great day golfing. So come up and support our local first responders. But again, the 100 Club is statewide, and you'll end up supporting our first responders all over the state. So thanks for joining us today on Inside Cottonwood, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.